Hey guys! So you might be wondering why I'm just standing outside of my base surrounded by a bunch of wandering traders. Well, I have been pranked by none other than Mr. Tucanet on the server. And so I'm gonna have to cancel today's plans of creating more power until I prank him myself, thus kicking off this prank war. Now I've been playing around with a couple of ideas of my own. Oh, ignore that. And I've come up with the perfect prank, and he'll never know about it because it is just it is awesome. Honestly, it is amazing. So in this mod pack, there are these things called speakers, and what they do is, let me get a lever real fast. Oh, how do you spell lever? How do you spell lever? Lever. What they do is, oh, let's turn that down. They'll display a message with a narrator when you turn it on. Give it a redstone signal. So if I turn it on right now,
speaker block, hello.
And that is incredibly loud. And it can be heard from, let's see, same volume. Oh, let me.
Speaker block, hello.
Like, look at that. I could go all the way up to 64 blocks away in any direction. And now you might be thinking like, okay, but you have to turn that on each time. Well, I'm glad you thought that, and I'm glad I brought it up, because there's this other thing you can make called a timer. And it sends out timed redstone pulses. So what I'm thinking, like they already had this stuff made, because I was planning this, we could get rid of this lever.
Speaker block,
oh heck,
hello. Speaker block, speaker block, speaker block.
Oh no.
Speaker block.
Oh no.
Speaker
oh,
block,
no. Oh, no.
speaker block, speaker block.
20 takes is 1
speaker
second.
block.
Let's do 60.
Speaker block,
oh,
speaker block, hello.
There we go. Every 3 seconds. And every 3 seconds.
Speaker block, hello.
It'll output
speaker block, hello.
my message. Now I want to change this.
Speaker block, hello.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Speaker block,
Stop.
hello.
Stop, please. All right, so I want to change this to do it like every 3 minutes or so. So like every 3 minutes, it'll just get like a hello, Mr. Tucanet. That's what I want to do. So let's see. What would that be? So 20 ticks is 1 second. There are 60 seconds in a minute. 60 times 3 is 180. 180 times 20 is 3,600. Okay. 3,600. Wow. And I can get this message to go, hello, Mr. Tucanet. Narrator message. And you can change this too if you want. You can do chat message. You can do status message. I wonder what the status message sounds like. A title message? Let's do title message. Change this back to 60. Oh my gosh. It'll just keep going. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's change this. Okay, let's not do that. Let's change this to, let's go 120 seconds, which will be 6 seconds. Or 120 ticks, which would be 6 seconds. So it'll go away. And then it'll just, hello, Mr. Tucanet. I wish I could get rid of the speaker block message. Let's see, I can do a status message as well. What does that look like? Oh, okay, that's super. I love that. Okay, and also has a chat message. It'll just come up in chat. Hello, Mr. Tucanet. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Alright, guys. So I have devised my evil plan, and so I think we should go pay Mr. Tucanet's base a little visit, shall we? Just gotta dig up my setup. Oh. Stupid villagers. Let's fly. Wrong button. Let's fly on over. Not too far away, so it's not gonna be too hard, too difficult. And now let's I wonder where we should put it. You know what we're you know where we should put it, where he will never find it. Right in here. He will never find this. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I'm an evil genius. Oh, wrong thing. Come on. There we go. And a lever. A lever. So let's just do... Let's do it while he's in range of 10 blocks, which is about... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if he's standing in this circle at all... So like, I don't want it... I just want it to like, every now and then, you know? Just get a real like, what is this? So it's set to 120 seconds. Let's change it to 3,600. Well, not 36,000. And let's give it a little hello. Whoop. Mr. Toucanet. Whoop. Hello, Mr. Toucanet. Volume 10 blocks. Chat. I'm not sure. Should I do a chat message? I'm not gonna do title message because he records, and you know, that's just too much. And you can turn off chat. I think I'm gonna do a chat message. Done. Turn that on. Replace the blocks. And he is none the wiser. But yeah, guys, that was a fun little side quest for our little SMP adventures. Now, the next thing I want to do, which is the purpose of this episode, is I need more power. My machines keep running out of power whenever I go. So like I've been doing a couple things down here, trying to, you know, just set up some more auto crafting for my essences, create some seed processors to get more essences, just to automate my resources better. I have this auto leveling system right here, which is pretty neat. I mean, it just takes bottles of enchanting, turns it into essence of knowledge, takes the essence of knowledge and turns that into fluid XP, and gets pumped out into this experience crystal. Not doing it right now though, because it requires light blue wool, of all things, to create the fluid XP. We don't have that right now. But yeah, all of this uses so much power. It's crazy. And like I have a little bit. I have this netherite furnace set to take all of my source berries and turn them into power. And I have this one taking all of my coal and stuff and turning that into power. And everything else that I have. And it's not enough. I have all the wind generators. Up there I have that lava generator working, and it's just not enough. And what we're going to do is we are going to get into the power mod. This gives us a lot of different tiers of power production. All of these thermo generators, I just place these above lava and they just go. I have all these solar panels I can look into, and we're just going to need this if we want to, we're going to need to get into this if we want to progress further into all the mods 8. Because we need these energizing rods, because they create a bunch of stuff. Like, look at this. This is how we get an obtanium alloy, or allthemodium alloy, uranite, creative energy cells with an ATM star, all the mod star, which this is how you get creative stuff. And just a bunch of other stuff, like, you know, just a bunch of crazy stuff. And it's going to be a lot, but I want to get into it. So that's what we're going to do. First, we are going to need to get some of these energizing rods right here. This is the most advanced one, but we are going to get some lower tier ones. So just go through the crafting tree. We are going to need to get some of these starter, or let's just do some of these basic energizing rods, which that is used with these starters, which is not hard to make at all. Now, the keen-eyed among you might have seen this energizing orb just sitting here, you know, in previous episodes. We're actually use this great stuff. So we're just gonna have to set it up on a different floor. Let's see, can we set it up on this floor? Can we turn this floor into the energizing floor? We can just place that in the center right there and surround it with some energizing rods. We're gonna need to provide them with power, sadly. And I don't know how I'm going to do that without ruining my aesthetic that I have here, that I have established. Alright guys, so what I'm thinking is we could... let's just use our basement. Place down our energy doodad, energizing orb right there. And now we just need to get some energizing rods. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with all of these. We need to make these first though. So we need a dielectric plate, which we can make that pretty easy. No, we cannot. We'll do the crafting. Go dielectric, whatever's. Let's make half a stack. Because we're gonna need a lot of it. Right, we can make some energizing rods. Let's go ahead and make like 8 of them, I think. There we go. Put those into the system. And now we can make ourselves some basic tier energizing rods. There we go. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now how are we gonna set this up? Oh, I need these energy cables, don't I? There we go. Energizing cables. Go into our basement. Let's pop this on down right there. And let's see if we can attach things to it. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Alright guys, so I set up this energizing orb to automatically energize stuff like that. And it'll send it straight through the system. Look at that. So, how you set this up is you need an energizing orb and you need these energizing rods connected to energy cables. And those can connect to any power source that you have. Like I have this set up to it. Honestly, I could probably change that to make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Because that's a weird disconnect. But I'll do that later, maybe off camera or something. But yeah, you just throw in whatever materials you have. In this case, we are making energized steel, which is used to make the upgraded versions of these. But to do that, you just need iron and gold into this energizing orb, and it'll give you 2 energized steel. So you just put in your gold and your iron. It'll flash some beams, and then it'll give you some energizing steel. Normally it would be put in here, but I have this importer right here that whisks it away into our system. And currently we have 10 energized steel. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We are on our way to creating better stuff. My goal is to create this nitro, or maybe set up some nitro crystals. But nitro crystals take 20 million FE to make. It makes 16 of them, which isn't bad, but it takes 20 million FE. And it takes another star, 2 blocks of redstone, and a block of blazing crystals, which you get that by putting by making a block of either blazing crystals or by putting blaze mesh into the energizer, which is just a block of blaze rods. And it'll take 810,000 FE to make a single block, which, I mean, a block is pretty good, but it's a lot. So we have a long way to go. There are currently, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 tiers. There are currently 7 tiers to this power mod. And we are on tier 2. We can make tier 3 now with our energized steel that we have. And I want to go all the way up to tier 7, which is Nitro, which is the maximum you can do. And using my essence farm, I can make nitro crystal essence. So all we got to do is get a couple nitro crystals so that we can start making some essence. Which isn't too hard, honestly. Since I have my auto crafter crafting, we currently have 345 insanium blocks. So we are good on insanium for a while, I would say. So let's put this gold away, and this and this and this and this and this. And I think off camera, I'm gonna figure out how to automate this with our system. Maybe set up some crafting stuff because I don't know how to do that. But I don't know how to do that. All right, now that we have some hardened steel, let's see if we can make some hardened other stuff. I'm gonna kill these villagers, I swear. Alright guys, since we have these energized steel, let's start making some blazing crystals, and then eventually we can go into the rest. Some blazing crystals, like I said previously, is some heckin' blaze powder. So let's just get us some blaze rods, I should say, yeah. So let's just blammo. And guys, we have 8 blazing crystals now that can afford us. some stuff. Let's see what it takes to get to Niotic. A diamond? That's not hard at all. Alright, yeah, so our power just died on our system, so this really goes to show that we really need some better power. Now that I have some Niotic crystals, I'm actually gonna see if I can make us some Niotic thermo generators. It shouldn't be too hard, honestly, because I was wrong in my assumption that we needed the previous tiers to make everything. We don't. We can just go ahead and make it. So yeah, let's just like go in here. We need a couple of these, so let's just wow, 2 of those. Got that. Oh, we do need the previous tiers. Well, that sucks. All right, so let's get started making this thing. We're going to need the previous tiers, sadly. I keep getting mixed up. So we're going to need a thermo generator starter edition. So let's just go ahead and make one of those. Let's make another one of those just in case. Just have a spare one, you know, in case we want to do it again. We're going to need a thermo generator basic, which is not very hard to make. Basic one. And now we're going to need one of these, which is going to be harder to make because we need some more hardened capacity. We're going to need some more energized steel. And there we go. Get ourselves a thermo generator. And the next step up would be making this blazing generator, which is going to be a bit harder. We're going to need to use these blazing crystals that we made previously and make ourselves 2 blazing capacitors. Put that in there. Where is it? Blazing. And then we're just gonna bloop, use all these items and make a blazing one. Put that in the system and we can finally make our Niotic thermo generator. Wow. Kablamo. Kablamo. So let's get our Niotic thingamabob. And let's go on up here to our power grid. Ooh. Our secret hidden entrance. Let's just do one of these bad boys. We're gonna need to put some lava below it. Lava. There it is. Wow. And then wow. Filling up with water. We need to get our pipe wrench out to get it to accept from this. Wow. Alright guys, now that we have some more power for power, let's start. I forgot what I was going to say with that bad joke. Alright guys, now that we have some more power, let's try to craft the next tier of power, which is spirited crystals. And that is used with emeralds. And it takes 1,000,000 FE. So let's just pop this on in here and watch it tick up. Look at that. Going fast. Not too fast though, just fast. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power being used. 1,000,000 FE? Oh my gosh. It's a balancing act, trying to get all this FE to work. And look at that, we have ourselves a spirited crystal. Already made one on accident. But now we have ourselves 2 spirited crystals. Let's just keep making them. Hopefully I can make like 9 of them and that'll get me to the next tier. There we go. And now we have 9 Niotic crystals and we can use that to make our next thermo generator. But first we are going to need to make the previous tiers again. So I'll be back. Let me just start making these bad boys. It won't take us long though, thankfully. Alright guys, so I built up my resources a little bit. I got a bunch of energized steel, blazing crystals, Niotic crystals, and spirited crystals. So we are going to be making... Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Had to burp. So we're going to be making a spirited generator, hopefully. First we're going to need to go through all the basics though. Or through all the tiers. Put that in there. Let's get ourselves a hardened generator, which we're going to need some capacitors. Let's just make a couple of them. There we go. Now let's make ourselves a hardened generator. Alright, now we gotta make ourselves some spirited capacitors, which is built just like this, just like every other capacitor that there is. Need 2 of them. Ran out of capacitors. Interesting. An interesting development. Let's go and make that last capacitor. Boop. Down there. And now let's make ourselves a spirited generator. Kablamo. There we go. Now let's go put this up in our power grid. There we go. Now it's going to be generating some power. Place it right over there, right above some lava. Now let's get some pipes out so that we can connect it on up. What I'm thinking is we can remove that real fast. And that way we can do a little bit of something like this. Maybe. There we go. And we need our pipe wrench. Wow, wow, and wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at it producing some power. Look at it producing power. Oh my gosh. It's gorgeous. It's magnificent. Now, I do plan on making a much better setup than this. I want to make it in that basement that we have. Make it our power basement or something. And we're going to have to do that like off camera or something. But alright guys, I'm going to pause right here. And I'm going to do a bunch of crafting off camera. I don't want to make you guys sit through that. And it's a pretty big file size if I decide to record all of it. So I will cut the camera here. And I will be back to you guys shortly. Alright guys, so I've been doing a bunch of crafting, and I got something to show you. It is a little bit of this. Look at this. I made myself a nice little room. I put lava in it to make it look all cool and everything. And look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spirited generators. We're producing so much power. I was even able to make this energy cell with 400 million FE. That's pretty crazy. We are producing so much power. We do not have to worry about any of our machines using up all of our power, especially not our system up here. We do not have to worry about that at all. And I was actually able to upgrade my storage to 1 billion with this right here. It's a 1 billion 48 million size storage drive. So we don't have to worry about storage at all anymore. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. Now, there are a couple more things that I want to do for the video. Not too many things, but they are pretty big. So I want to upgrade all of our spirited generators into these nitro generators. That way we can be producing at the absolute maximum output. And with that, I want to make a, where is it? I want to make one of these player transmitters because that's a surprise for now. So we're going to be going into these nitro. We're going to be going to these nitro generators, and we're going to need nitro crystals. And nitro crystals are a pretty hard thing to make. They require 20 million FE for one, a nether star, 2 blocks of redstone, and a block of blazing crystals, which honestly that's not too hard to get, but it's just a lot. It's definitely not something you can get right off the bat. So yeah, we are going to need, let's see, we're going to need 9 nitro crystals per generator that we have. So we have 9 generators, so 9 times 9 is 81. We're going to need 81 nitro crystals. And that's gonna take, that's gonna be a lot. I don't even know if we have that many. Actually, I don't know if we have that many. Let's see. So we have been farming these nether star seeds for quite a while now. We don't have very many of them, but we have been farming them, and we only have 57 nether stars from it. So we can only make 57 nitro crystals, which means we're only going to be able to make 6 generators out of 9. So let's see. So we can put 3 back in here. We're only going to need 4. So if we only need 4, we only need 108 blocks of redstone. So there's 64, 32. What is that? 96. We need 12 more. And we need blocks of blazing crystal, which I think we actually have. We don't have. So we're going to need a lot of those, 54 to be exact. Turn these blaze mesh into blazing crystals, which I found out you could do. So we'll just do a little bit of this for now. And this thing goes so fast. Like, look at this. I place it in there and it's already done. That's 1,000,000 FE. So it's not going to take too long to make these nitro crystals, at least to make one, but to make 54 of them, that's going to be quite a task. So I will see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, we got all of our blazing crystals made and ready. So let's go ahead and start making some of these nitro crystals. So what we're going to do is just going to put a nether star in, 2 redstone, and a blazing crystal. And it's going to go pretty slowly for now. What the heck are you doing in my house? And look at this. Oh, it makes a lot. I didn't know it made so many. We have 16 already. Okay, so it looks like it makes 16 at a time. That definitely, that makes it a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, we don't have to do this 54 times. We only have to do this like 5 times. Alright guys, so I went ahead and crafted us up a bunch of nitro crystals. We're going to use most of them, but we'll have a couple left over to mess around with. So what we're going to need to do is, first, we're actually going to need to go into this crafting, or this pattern grid, and start making some patterns. Yeah, all we need now are the spirited generators, which, let's go get them. Now, this is going to be kind of dangerous because once we do this, we're not going to have any power. We'll have a little bit of power, but not much. I'm so scared of it falling in lava. And if you look down here, I put blocks of blazing crystals down here because they actually give a higher energy output. Lava gives about 1,000 degrees Celsius into the generator, but blazing crystals give, what is it, like 2,800 degrees Celsius into the generator. Oh, that's really not good. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we can't craft. Let's go over here and let's take this battery and put it right there. There we go. Now it's coming online. Alright, so got that. Let's do this as fast as we can. We're gonna need some of these. Wow. We don't have these. That's where these come in. There we go. Because each count as an individual item, so we have to do it all individually. And look at that. 9 nitro generators. We're going to have power for not days, but years. Years. We have so much power right now. Wah, 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 wah. There we go. Now let's get our pipe wrench. Where is it? There we go. Got our pipe wrench and wah, 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 oh, wah, 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 wah. There we go. Get our pipe upgrades. Put them all in. Just have maximum power output. Oh, there we go. There we go. This thing is producing 5,600 FE per tick. That is insane. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and craft ourselves a nitro energy cell. Since we can, we have plenty of nitro crystals. Alright, look at that. We got ourselves a nitro energy cell, which this will give us a battery size of, I think it is 2 billion. And it has a transfer speed of 2 million FE per tick. So we're like I said, we're gonna have energy for years with this setup right here. And now, on to the next. Now that we have this upgraded to Nitro, let's move on to the next order of business, and that is crafting one of these. Where is it? A player transmitter. What this will do is it will transmit energy wirelessly to us, and it'll power any redstone devices that we have in our inventory, such as this crafting grid down here. Look at that. So we'll never have to worry about it running out of power. Whoa, where'd you come from? Whoa, that Loki scared me. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and craft one of these, or let's make some patterns, because it is a lot to go to that. Alright, so we got our patterns in. Now let's try to make ourselves a Nitro player transmitter. Just make one of them. And we are missing player aerial pearl. What the heck is that? Use an aerial pearl on zombie or husk. An aerial pearl. Okay, it's not too hard to make, it looks like. So we just need to make an aerial pearl. Very easy on a zombie or husk. So let's go find ourselves a zombie. There we go, look at that, a zombie. Hello, sir. Whoa. Now I have a player aerial pearl. Alright, let's put that into our system, and let's go and try to craft ourselves one of these player transmitters. Start. And it is almost done. There we go. And look at that, a transmitter. So let's get this. Oop. Put this bad boy, let's say right here. Yeah, look at that. Alright guys, and for this player transmitter, we're going to make a binding card, which will bind the transmitter to us, so that it knows where we are, basically. And this is how you make it. You're going to need a blank card, which is very easy to make, just some of these dielectric rods. Wow, put it in there. We'll get that. We are going to make one of those, and we can actually upgrade this even further to make it a binding card dimensional. And we're going to need to find an Enderman, which I know where plenty of those are. Right click on them. Now we have a dimensional card. And we just right click to bind with it. And look at that, it's bound to me. Now we'll just head on home, go to our player transmitter, and we are just going to plop that right on in there. And now it is transmitting to us. So you will see that our wireless grid is now fully charged. And no matter how many times we use it, it will stay fully charged as long as we have power running through it, which we are going to have forever, because this thing is never going to run out of power, I would say. Alright guys, and that brings us to the final point of this whole video. The whole reason why I wanted to upgrade our power so intensely, and the whole reason why I wanted to have a player transmitter so badly, is because we are going to be making an angel ring. A ring that allows us to fly around in creative mode. The legendary angel ring. It has been in mod packs throughout the ages, and we are going to make it. So we just gotta type in @angel ring, and it's gonna come up with a diamond ring, which is not easy to get. You're gonna need an elytra, a block of netherite, aluminium, vibranium, and unobtainium, and 4 blocks of diamonds to make a single angel ring. Thankfully, I already made one of those because that's a lot to do. So we already got that, and to make the angel ring, we're going to need a bit more. Which we have all of it except for these aluminium furnaces, which I also have. Heck, I thought I made crafting for it, but I didn't. Alright, so I went ahead and made all those patterns. So now let's go in here. Let's look up furnace. And let's go ahead. Look at all these. We got to go through all of these crafting trees just to get to the aluminium one. But we need 2 of them. So let's start making that. We got everything. Let's start. And now that should put us at having 2 aluminium furnaces. We have everything else, including the diamond ring and the nether stars. So let's make ourselves an angel ring. Look at this. Now, the angel rings in this mod pack are a bit different than in previous mod packs, you hold shift right here for more information, you'll see it says Angel Ring drains player's XP over time while flying. And if the XP reaches less than 1 level, magic will disappear and flight will no longer be possible. Let's go ahead and craft that. Let's equip it real fast and I'll show you guys what it does. So we'll fly around. I have a lot of experience, but if you notice down there, you see it's draining ever so slightly our experience. And eventually that'll run out because I will, I might die and lose all of my experience and then I won't have any. So what I want to do is, you see this other ring up here, the energetic angel ring. So I want to make this energetic angel ring. And this will use FE instead of our experience. And this is the entire reason why I wanted to make so much power and such a good player transmitter, so that we could fly around indefinitely and not have to worry about power at all. And not have to worry about losing our flight or anything. We just have infinite creative mode flight. So let's go ahead, get this crafted up, and look at that. Put this bad boy on, immediately full. Immediately full. Look at that. And now we have infinite creative mode flight. Look at me go. Look at me go. This is awesome. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. And join me next time when we get into loot fabrication. Bye-bye!